I'll avenge your death.
I'm not dead yet. You go and rescue the chief.
5-Element Ninja. Before we begin this review, I just want to let you know I currently have the Wikipedia of 5-Element Ninja open up on my phone. Not because of the story, I literally just watched the movie and I have it playing in the background right here. I just watched it on Netflix. It's just because it's like 3 a.m. in the morning and like I function perfectly at this time, but for whatever reason my brain cannot remember. I like to do these movie reviews not in one take, but with as minimal cuts as possible. I just like having the names in my head and everything, so just so for continuity of my conversation, I'm gonna be looking at my phone, saying names, plots, this and that, just a little tiny bit. It's just really the names, and like a little tiny story points I need to remember. Let's start this review. 5-Element Ninja is a 1982 Hong Kong cinema film directed by Chang Cheh, who 4 years before directed the famed film 5 Deadly Venoms. In this film, 5-Element Ninja, he brings back the actor Lo Mang, famed martial artist, who is an older brother to Chang Cheh, who plays Tien, his little brother, in the film. 5-Element Ninja is a film. There's a lot of action. I have a lot of complaints with these martial art movies from the 70s and the 80s, from Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, 5 Deadly Venoms, yada yada yada, Master of the Flying Guillotine, all these action kung fu movies where the fight scenes are amazing, but it's just a story, it's not good, and I have to remember to turn my brain off. 5-Element Ninja is not that. Awesome story. You want to follow it throughout. The only gripe with this film, I will say, is just the redundancy. There's a certain part of the film where when I get into a deep spoiler talk, or you're just gonna go like, all right, this is just too much. Like, I get it, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, Steven, I get it too. It's a little much. This film, straight off the bat, I have to give it an 8 out of 10. It is one of the legendary films, but a very controversial statement I'm about to say. I will not put it in one of my favorite films of all time. It's probably top 100, but not top 50. Something about it just didn't hit compared to other martial art films that I like. Just something about it just didn't hit the legendary status. It's an 8 out of 10 because the story is awesome, the fighting scenes are awesome, but I'm gonna get into just the ending of, it's not weak, it's just redundant. And there was only one part in the movie where I was like, dang, how long is this movie? When is it gonna end? But then when I said that, just boom, 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 action happened, and then boom, it ended, and I was like, oh, all right, you got me. I've only seen it one time, which is right now, but maybe on repeated viewings, I might like it even better, just because I know the story and I know what to expect, but we'll see. Let's continue on with the review. The basic plot of the movie is this.
10 rounds of combat will easily decide this matter between us. If you lose, you must agree to be banished from here.
There is a man named Yan Zhang who is a martial arts master who gets challenged by another martial arts master named Chef Hong. The beginning movie opens up where these two martial arts schools, their top students, fight amongst each other in unarmed combat and in swordsmanship. Zhang, which the film shows that it's the good guy, and we see our main protagonist who's a student under Zhang. We see his students defeat Hong's students. Most importantly, at the end, Hong calls a samurai over who gets defeated by Zhang's students. And right before the samurai is about to commit suicide, he says,
This Mr. Chen Yun, my friend, he's an expert in ninja. Give this letter to him. He will come.
Sometime later, Zhang gets a message saying that he's been challenged by the 5-Element Ninjas. I know you may be asking, Steven, why is the movie called 5-Element Ninjas? This is why. This is the good part. So Zhang has about 12 really good students. He sends out 10 students to go fight the 5-element ninjas, and he keeps 2 of his best students, Lo Mang's character and the character Tianho, who is Lo Mang's little brother in the film. So with Zhang's 10 students going out to fight the 5-element ninjas, we see that there are groups of 2. So when each of Zhang's 2 students go fight an element ninja, they get defeated horribly. The first element ninja is gold, which we see is 4 ninjas. Their ability is they could reflect light, and they have these cool like sun hats with blades on them, and they killed 2 of Zhang's guys that he sent. They're gone. Second element ninja is fire. Four more different ninjas who are colored in red ninja attire. They're able to create smoke bombs and light things on fire, and they defeat those 2 ninjas. The 2 other of Zhang's students go to a water location of the 5-element ninjas. These guys are in blue attire, and they're 4 ninjas that are in water, and they defeat those 2 students.
Yeah, they're eating chicken too.
Now I guess you're saying, Steven, oh, I get where this is going. Guess what? The 4th element ninja that 2 of Zhang's students find are in green attire, and they're the forest element ninjas. They are disguised as trees and grass, and they defeat the 2 of Zhang's students.
I've been hit.
The final of the 5th element ninjas that they go to are 4 more ninjas who are earth ninjas. They hide in bunkers, and they have spears, and they stab you. I don't know if they're stabbing the 2 guys in the nuts, but they're stabbing him in the thigh from underground, and it looked brutal. It looked like it was hitting the old sisters. The way they portray this is just in like the first 20 to 30 minutes of the film. The way they're showing this is awesome and like just lit, and you're like, oh, I get it, why they're called 5-element ninjas. So now here's arguably my favorite part, and I'm curious to know if this is your favorite part too. We get introduced to the character Senji, and now this is where we're about like, at this point, maybe we're like 40 minutes into the film. This is only an hour and 40-minute film. So this is my favorite part, and I'm gonna go on a little rant. Senji is a prostitute who Lo Mang's character and Tianho are outside of the palace of their master. They're chilling, minding their own business, and out the corner of the eye, they see this woman getting beat by a guy. So they go stop the beating, and they go, "What are you doing? Just beating a random woman in this public street." The guy goes, "She owes me money, this and that." And the woman goes, protect me, he's da-da-da. So the guys fend off the guy, and they go, "Get out of here." So they go up to the woman and go, "Who are you? What's going on?" The woman goes, "I'm a prostitute. That's my uncle. He put me into prostitution. You need to help me, save me." Here's the crazy part. Tian looks at her and he goes, "She looks sketchy. We defended her already. We don't need to bring her in the palace. Just leave her on the street." So Lo Mang's character has a nice heart, and he goes, "No, we'll bring you to the palace, we'll feed you, and we'll make sure you're away from that evil man, your evil uncle." So Senji, the woman, is like, "Oh my god, thank you, this and that." When she goes in the palace, she starts cleaning stuff, she starts being needy. Tianho freaks out because she goes in her room, and he goes, "Where'd you put my weapons? Where'd you put my weapons?" And she goes, "Oh, I just put it behind your closet." And he goes, "Why are you moving my stuff? Why are you touching my room? Don't do anything." So immediately, as a first-time viewer and audience members, people are thinking Tian, the little brother. People are like, oh, at least I was like, "Oh, Tian, why are you being such a bitch to the woman? She's helpless. Why are you being so mean to the woman?"
Hey, don't scold her.
Hey, don't touch my things.
So here's where it gets sneaky. We see the woman, it's going on like a montage. She's just cleaning stuff. She starts, writing down notes and stuff. She starts cleaning stuff. I didn't think too much about it. Until one point, she cooks food for the headmaster, Zhang, the good guy. We see her sneak something out of her little cloth, and she dumps 2 black things into a soup, and she's gonna give it to him. Tian stops her, and he looks, and he goes, let me see the soup. I want to try it first. And she freaks out and she drops the soup and acts like, my bad. I'll go make him more soup. So that's the first time I was like, whoa, she tried to poison the master. Is this bitch a secret spy? At that point, we see another montage where she's cleaning stuff up, making flowers, and those notes she was taking notes of the palace from inside. She does something where she gets like a bow and arrow out of her hat, and she puts the note in there, and she flings the bow and arrow outside the palace, where there's a hooded ninja waiting outside the palace, and goes back to Hong, the evil master, who had just recruited the leader of the ninjas, who is named Mudo. The evil ninja master Mudo. Mudo gets the notes, he sees the map, and he goes, alright, time to get revenge for my samurai brother you killed. And probably this, I don't think I've seen it. Like, I know what they did, the editors of the film, but this is probably one of the coolest taking over a castle things I've ever seen in film history. So we see the ninjas. There's like 1,000 of these hooded ninjas. We see them enter the palace. The movie goes silent, and it just shows that they have quiet footsteps. They're doing everything quietly, and they're taking over the castle, breaking through the doors, climbing over the walls. Silent. You don't hear them. Shh. They break through the castle. They end up killing everybody in the palace. They kill everybody. So now you're like, whoa, we have the secret spy prostitute. They're killing everybody. At this point, once the ninjas invade, I'm telling you, this movie had very strong 300. Zack Snyder's 300 vibes. I'm telling you. And I love it. The only people left are the good master Hong, Lo Mang's character, and Tian Ho, the little brother. Lo Mang, good of heart, ends up sees the castle's being invaded, and goes to go find Senji and tells her the castle's being invaded. Come on, I want to protect you. So Senji goes, oh, I know.
Alarm, gotta go. Find a place to hide in this room. Don't go out. Action! You!
I'm Japanese. I'm Zenji.
Bitch, boom, fucking slashes her. She gets away and she stabs him again, and he goes, no. He ends up getting away from this bitch. He goes to his master Hong. He's getting burned alive in his room. He's trying to help him, can't help him. Finally, Mudo sees him and then stabs Lo Mang's character through the chest in the door, and he dies like Jesus Christ. Mind you, this is only halfway through the movie, and I bet you're like, what the fuck, Steven? Holy shit. So at this point, Tian Ho goes like Goku ultra rage mode, starts killing people, and they finally get him. As the ninjas are about to kill the little brother Tian Ho, the sole survivor of the palace, Senji stops and she goes, wait, leave him. I'll kill him. So they put him in a room, and then here's the weird part of the movie, which I don't truly know what is right and what is wrong. But once the ninjas leave and it's just Tian tied up, Senji comes in and she goes, hey, something, I secretly love you, and like this and that, and she's hitting on Tian Ho. And at this point, as an audience, you're just like, bitch, you're a psychopath. You're lying again. You just want to play with these people's hearts right before you kill them. You can't trust this woman. She's a spy. So Tian Ho, like the smart, no simp having ass dude, he listens to her, right? But he unties his ropes that he was locked in the room with, because we have a flashback to his old master that taught him what to do if he ever got tied up in a rope situation and how he could escape. So he escapes and he puts a knife to Senji's neck and he goes, he doesn't say this, but he basically says, bitch, I could fucking kill you for killing my brother, this and that. So he gets her like in like a headlock, puts a knife to her neck, drags her outside the room, and then the ninjas find out, and the ninjas are about to kill him, and they look at Senji, and Senji's like, wait, no! He has a knife to her neck, headlock. So you're like, oh my fucking god, this is getting juicy. Tianho, his brother's dead, all his friends are dead, everybody's dead. It's just him. He goes into the forest to go find his old master who taught him how to fight. There we see his old master is also training 3 other ninjas in ninjutsu the same way. And Tianho says, my whole family was killed, my whole palace was killed. He's saddened and he goes, master, please help me train so I could defeat Mudo and the other ninjas. And his old master goes, you know what, alright, I got 3 of my best students right here and they will help you defeat him. So we get a training montage of Tien training, getting stronger, training with his 3 other new friend ninjas. We see Tianho, he travels to Mudo's palace secretly, and Mudo thinks Tien's gonna kill him, but Tien comes unarmed and he goes, Mudo, I challenge you and the 5 element ninjas to the death. And Mudo goes, you're not gonna fight me right now? He goes, alright, challenge the 5 element ninjas, and then if you can defeat them, come to me. Thinking that he's not even gonna get past the first element ninja. So once Tianho leaves Mudo's palace, Mudo sends the woman Senji, the fake prostitute spy, to go follow Tianho so that they could go ambush him before he fights the 5 element ninjas. So Tianho expected that. He turns around and sees that Senji's there. So he calls Senji over and he goes, hey Senji, come over here, I want to talk to you. So Senji comes, alright, I'm unarmed, no tomfoolery. Where are you going? Are you going back to your palace? Take me with you. I said I love you. So Tianho, like the non-simp brother he is, he goes, you love me, huh? Okay, you love me. Puts his arm around her. You're pretty too. It looks like he's about to make out with Senji, the woman, and you're like, oh my god.
Yes, I like you. So I thought I'd better avenge Qisheng's death.
And here's the thing that they never do explain in the film, and even Tianho says it, they never explain it. Did Senji really love Tianho, or was he just a master manipulating spy? We'll never know. It was never explained in the movie. Frankly, I don't care. She killed that dude's brother. She deserves to fucking die. Fuck her. We see Tianho challenge the first element ninja, the gold, the one that could blind you with the reflective gold colors. Fights them, takes a while, beats them with the help of 3 other ninjas. We see him challenge the fire element ninjas. 4 more ninjas in red. They do smoke, they do fire, they find a way to defeat them, fire, boom, defeats them. He challenges the 3rd element ninja, the water ninjas. Boom, fights them, uses techniques, they have fishing nets, they know how to defeat the water elements because they already know what to prepare for. We see Tien and his 3 buddies fight the forest ninjas. Boom, fight them, knows they're disguised as trees, they use the bushes for camouflage, rips them in, it's so awesome. But again, we see Tianho fight the 5th element ninja, the earth ninjas. Fight them, fight, same thing, cool action, cool stuff. This is kind of a point where I could see why some people who don't love Kung Fu martial arts and just don't love it like I truly do. And also too, it's just like, it just gets repetitive, and I can only show so many little clips on YouTube. Of course, I'm showing the highlights to you on YouTube, but it's just repetitive, and you're going, I get it. Like, just, come on. So Tianho and the 3 other guys defeat the Earth ninjas who come in from underground, and then it's time for him to fight Mudo. They fight Mudo. You think Mudo's about to win, knocks out one of his friends, goes after Tianho, slashes him. He's about to die. Finally, they get the upper hand. They get him. Tianho goes to go lunge, puts a shackle that Mudo put on him so that his other 3 ninja buddies could come in and kill Mudo. Tianho jumps and puts the shackles on Mudo. Mudo like front kicks Tianho where he was wearing spiked shoes and stabs him in the heart as he shackles him, leans back, and they rip Mudo's body in half with his 3 other little ninja buddies. They pull on both sides and stomach explodes and then blood everywhere and he dies. They kill the ninja master. And the movie ends with the ninja buddies going to Tianho saying, Why did you do that? That was so risky. And he goes, I had to make sure I killed him at all cost. And he goes, now I could die in peace.
Tianho, tell me, why'd you do that? I don't know myself.
Because these element ninjas, they had plaques. They destroyed the last element ninja. Boom, movie ends. The good triumphs. So as you see, my explanation of the movie, my enthusiasm, it's awesome. Just the storytelling from one martial arts school to the other, fighting. Mine is better, yours better. I'm the ruler of this kingdom. To I'll get my revenge for you defeating me. To they get revenge by sending in a secret spy, a woman to entice the men, even though they don't do anything wrong. You just cannot trust the spy. Then they secretly attack the palace, and then we have the little brother. His whole family gets murdered. Now he gets his revenge on the evil ninja master, and he defeats everybody by training and actually training his way up top. He's not a Mary Sue, not like no fucking Star Wars fucking Rey. Just awesome. Other than towards the ending, like I said, the repetitiveness of them fighting all 5 element ninjas, and they kind of fight them in the same way. They do a couple moves, and then there was really no creativity when they fought the 5 element ninjas. That just irked me, and it got kind of boring, and I was kind of like, at once, dude, I looked at my phone, and I was like, what time is it? Other than that, this movie is fast-paced. That's all I asked for in the movie. This movie, like I said, 8 out of 10. Motherfucking classic. I must recommend. This is a little rant, but if this is gonna convince you, if this is gonna entice you to go see it, please. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. It is a classic. My name is Steven, and I will see you next time.
Yeah.